So, today I want to talk about something that we're all guilty of doing, and that's hating. And, even if you don't believe that, you hate on people or hate on things, whatever it may be, you're hating. Because I feel like people who say that they don't do what someone else says, they're guilty of doing it one way or another. Me, for one, I'm guilty of hating, and I'll tell you why. But first, I have a little example. So, 4 days ago, my fiance and I were in Atlantic City. It was just the two of us. We were there for 2 days. That's it. Just 2 days. And we were there enjoying ourselves. Well, on the last day there, we decided to go to dinner at this Japanese restaurant called Sakura. And for those of you who don't know what Sakura is, it's a Japanese restaurant where they sit things like 5 or 6, maybe 7 different people down at one table. And then the chef comes over and he cooks everyone's meal on one grill. It's basically one of those fancy high-end Japanese restaurants, if you consider it high-end. Well, anyways, me and my fiance were there. We're waiting for our food to get cooked. We're having a good time. We're laughing, joking, just talking, just enjoying us. Because we never get to really have a us moment. So, we're there. We're sitting down at our table with everyone else. And there's these 3 girls that's at the table with us. They're just there by themselves, having a girls' night out, whatever, having fun, enjoying them or whatever. So, I'm guessing these girls must have been bored. Because the whole entire time they're sitting at the table with us, before more people join us, they decide to take it upon themselves to start talking about me and my fiance. Well, of course, we don't know exactly what was said. We caught, the end of some of the conversations that they were having. But, it's kind of obvious when someone's talking about you, when every time someone says something, the other person looks up and looks in your direction. And then, they nod or, say something or whatever in, agreement. So, me and my fiance, we're ignoring it because we're only there for 2 days. It's just 2 days of us having a romantic getaway, just enjoying us, just being in the moment, basically. So we're just ignoring them. But as more people start to join our table and, the minutes turn into hours or whatever, the girls decide to amp it up. So now they've gone from a little less whispering to the point where we're catching the end piece of what they're saying. Now they're talking out loud. So, us being the people that we are, my fiance and I just decided to ignore it. So what? They're obviously bored. It's 3 girls that look like, they're kind of fresh out of high school, maybe about to go into their senior year, whatever, freshman year of college. They look like they're that type of young. So me and my fiance just decided to ignore it because, we're there for 2 days. We're enjoying ourselves and we're not going to let one incident by 3 group of girls ruin our whole entire dinner and ruin the last 24 hours that we have there. So we just decided to ignore it and, just let them, have their fun. If they think that it's cool to, hate on me and my fiance and talk about us to the whole entire table and, try to start stuff, then fine. You do that because to me, that's childish and immature and on a high school level. And we're not there. I'm a grown ass woman for one. And I don't care if you do feel the need to talk about me or my fiance. It's not going to hurt my feelings because we're there for one reason and one reason only. We're not there for you or your friends or for the rest of the table. We're there for us. And we just want a nice adult dinner. So, we finished eating And then as we're wrapping up, getting our take-home plates or whatever, you know, they start to get a little bit more cute because they've had like drinks. So now they're starting to feel themselves. So instead of us, you know, actually staying and enjoying ourselves a little bit longer, we decided to pay our bill and get up and go, sadly. So we paid our bill. And as I'm getting up, the girl in the middle who was initiating all of the conversation between the other two girls, she looks over at me and she goes, "Did you enjoy your dinner? Have a good night." And I'm just looking at her like, come on now. Like, I don't get it. So, like I said, high school shit. So that's that type of hating and that type of boredom, because I basically told my fiance, calm down. They're 3 little girls. They're bored. You know, they're out having a girls' night out. If they want to enjoy their girls' night out by, you know, drinking and talking about people and starting trouble, then fine, let them do that, because they're going to come across someone who's not going to appreciate their smart ass comments and get popped in the face. So anyways, that's my story for what happened 4 days ago. Now, let me tell you why I hate, or why I'm guilty of hating. So growing up, I didn't really have much. I had, you know, maybe just enough to get me by, and that was okay. But when I was a kid, I wasn't like other normal kids. At the age of 7, I had to kind of turn into like a mom. I had to raise my other siblings at the age of 7, because, you know, my mom, she wasn't really ready to, in my words, she wasn't really ready to be a mom just yet. So, you know, she was still on that go out clubbing every week, almost every day level in between jobs, and, you know, not come home like the crack of dawn most days, and would just leave me in the house with my siblings. So, you know, I had to learn how to be an adult at the age of 7. I had to learn how to cook. I had to learn how to change diapers on a newborn. I had to learn how to make bottles. So instead of me going outside and playing, you know, Barbie dolls or hopscotch or whatever with the other little girls my age, I was stuck inside babysitting my own siblings, you know. Not kind of mad at that, because, you know, it taught me at an early age how to be a mom. So can't really be mad at that. But what I'm getting at is, you know, because my childhood was taken away so early, and because, you know, I see kids or grown adults now, like me, my age, I see what they have, and the fact that I've been through so much, like sleeping in my car. I've been homeless. I lost my home, my very first home. Right now, I don't know if any of you have seen my previous video where I talk about I'm currently staying with family, and how the car that I used to sleep in was repoed 2 months ago, or almost 2 months ago, because I couldn't get a job to pay up on the bills to keep it. And I kept telling people on the last videos that, you know, I'm basically living out of 2 trash bags and, you know, a couple boxes, and that's what I have left of my stuff from my home that I lost. And it's devastating, because I see people my age, and, you know, I'm 26, by the way. I see people my age, and, you know, they're married. They have kids already. You know, they have a nice steady job, and they have a nice place to live. And, you know, I see how great their life is going. I don't want to say amazing, because I don't know for sure how their life is. You know, behind closed doors, it could be a totally different story. But from the outside perspective, you know, everything looks great, and, you know, it's what I want, because I've lost so much and I've done so much to get basically nowhere in my life. And it's sad, because I feel like, you know, I should have this or I should have that, and, you know, it's not fair, because, you know, we say things like that. And, you know, when I see people, that's when the hate starts to come out of me. Even though I say to myself, you know, oh, it's okay, you know, I'll get there or whatever. I try not to hate. So, like, if you see me and I'm like, oh, I'm happy for you. I am happy for you. I truly am. But on the inside, I'm hating you right now, because, you know, you look like this amazing star to me. You know, like, you look so happy, like, you have what I want. So, but the other day, or no, it was two days ago, I posted this post on my Facebook page, and it said, never hate on anyone for what they have, because you'll get there or you'll have better. And, you know, as I'm posting this, it's getting all these likes, and I'm like, maybe I should be one of those people that actually take the advice of what I say. Because, you know, sometimes I'll post something on Facebook and not really take the advice of what I've just posted. So, me being 26 years old, or I should say going on 26 next month, I think it's time that I take my own advice and, you know, just not hate on people for what they have, because, you know, it may seem like right now I'm not where I should be, but at the same time, I shouldn't rush it, because eventually I'll get there. Like, if you've seen my previous videos, everyone knows that I want to be an actor or an actress and a model. So maybe I shouldn't, you know, hate on people who have, you know, started getting success younger than me or at this age now, and I should just wait, let God work, and eventually He'll give me what I need. Not what I deserve, but what I need. So that's my little spiel for today, because I feel like, you know, everyone hates, and people say, oh, well, I don't hate, and then at the same time, that person does hate. But I can admit I hate. I'm admitting it. I do hate, and I don't like the fact that I hate, but I shouldn't also let the fact that I've gone through so much in my life, like being homeless or losing my car or whatever, I shouldn't let that inflict the way I feel about other people, when I should be really happy for them and embracing their moment, and not, you know, secretly like, oh yeah, I'm so happy for you, and then inside I'm like, why is this not me? Like, what am I doing wrong that this is not me right now? So that's my little spiel for today. But, you know, it happens. But I think I'm going to start taking my own advice and stop hating on other people for what they have, and start embracing what I do have, and then wait for God to bless me for what I need. Have a good day.